Have you ever been cheated? Have you ever trusted someone, given them everything, your time, your heart, your energy, and then found that they took it all and left you empty, exposed, broken? It's a pain like no other. A betrayal that strikes deep, shattering not just your trust in others, but sometimes your very belief in yourself. But what if I told you that the moment you were cheated, you were handed a gift, not a curse, but a blessing wrapped in pain and disappointment? The truth is, life will cheat you. It will test your resolve, break your heart, and make you question everything you thought you knew. The question is not whether life will cheat you, it's what you'll do after you've been cheated. Will you remain in that broken place, nursing your wounds, or will you rise stronger, more powerful, and unshakable than ever before? The decision is yours. Every great success story is a tale of someone who was knocked down, betrayed, or abandoned, and yet found a way to rise, to reclaim what was lost, and to forge a path towards something even greater. They didn't win because life treated them fairly. They won because they made the choice to win themselves over. They chose to be victorious in their own hearts first, just like Edison, who faced failure after failure until he finally invented the light bulb, like Lincoln, who was defeated again and again at the ballot box, only to rise and lead a nation, like Ford, who was ridiculed by many for his unconventional thinking, but ultimately built an empire that changed the world. These are the stories of men who were cheated by life, who suffered betrayals and setbacks, yet still rose to greatness. And so can you. The sting of being cheated doesn't just come from the actions of others, it comes from how you interpret what happened. That betrayal, it's not the end of your story unless you choose to let it be. The moment you stop blaming the world for your pain, you take back control. The moment you stop living in the past, you open the door to a future that is waiting for you. You see, the way you interpret your pain determines whether you remain a victim or transform into a victor. It's about mindset. A victim says, "This happened to me, I have no control, and I'm stuck." A victor says, "This happened to me, but it doesn't define me. I will turn this setback into my comeback." The difference is one word: choice. The choice to rise, the choice to fight, the choice to reclaim your strength. And it starts with belief. You must believe in yourself first, before anyone else will. You cannot depend on external validation or the approval of others to define your worth. You must define it yourself. Believe that you are worthy of greatness, that you are deserving of success, and that the universe has not conspired against you, but instead has set you on a path of transformation. This belief is not built on fantasy, but on reality. You have overcome obstacles before. You have risen when others thought you were down. This is just another chapter. And the ending? You are the one who gets to write it. You see, when you are cheated, the world is testing your belief in yourself. It's asking, how badly do you want it? How much are you willing to fight for your own success? It's in those moments of betrayal, of disappointment, that you find the true measure of your character. Will you fold? Will you let life define you? Or will you step up, take responsibility, and redefine your future? It all starts with clarity. What do you want? What is the vision that drives you? Without clarity, you are lost in the noise. You might be running in circles, trying to find your way out of the maze of your own confusion. But clarity isn't something you find on the outside. It's something you create from within. You must be crystal clear on your purpose, your vision, and your direction. Once you define what you want, nothing and no one can stop you. Think of the pioneers, the innovators. These were people who faced insurmountable odds and were cheated by the systems, the people, and even their own circumstances. But they had something that most people lack today: a clear vision of what they could accomplish. Even when the world told them it was impossible. When Ford dreamed of mass-producing cars, he was laughed at, but he had clarity of vision, and it propelled him forward. What is your vision? What do you see for your future? If you're still uncertain, then this moment of betrayal is your wake-up call. It's time to stop wandering through life, hoping something will happen. It's time to take control. Define your vision, write it down, see it in your mind's eye, and then commit to it fully. This is your new beginning, but clarity without purpose is like a ship without a rudder. You must have a reason, a deeper why that pulls you forward. Why do you want to rise above the betrayal? Why do you want to succeed, to achieve greatness? Your purpose is your fuel, it's what drives you when the road gets tough, when the odds are against you, and when everyone tells you it's too late. Your purpose will push you when everything else tells you to quit. The next step is discipline. To achieve anything of worth, you must be disciplined. This is not about working hard just for the sake of working hard. This is about focused, intentional work that leads to progress. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. It's about showing up every single day, even when it seems like nothing is changing. It's about putting in the work when everyone else is resting, trusting that your efforts will pay off in ways you can't yet see. But it's not just about discipline in your actions. It's about discipline in your thinking. You must discipline your mind to stay focused on your vision, to block out the negativity, the doubts, the distractions. Every day, you must reaffirm your commitment to your vision. You must practice gratitude for what you have already achieved and for the journey that lies ahead. Gratitude has a way of attracting more of what you want. It rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. And then there's action. This is where the rubber meets the road. You can have the best mindset, the clearest vision, and the deepest purpose, but without action, it's all meaningless. Action is what transforms your dreams into reality. It's not just about taking big steps, it's about consistent, purposeful action every single day. Even when you don't feel like it, even when the world seems stacked against you, the world will tell you that success is about luck or opportunity. But luck doesn't exist in the world of high achievers. They know it's about showing up, doing the work, and believing that every single effort, no matter how small, brings them closer to their goal. It's about making the choice to win every single day. And through it all, remember this: resilience. You will face obstacles, you will face setbacks, and yes, you will face betrayal. But what defines you is not what happens to you, it's how you respond. Resilience is your ability to adapt, to recover, to rise again no matter how many times you fall. It's not the strong who survive, it's the resilient, and you, my friend, have the power to become as resilient as steel. So now, when life cheats you, when the world tells you that you're not enough, when the setbacks come crashing down, will you fold or will you rise? Will you let the pain define you, or will you let it fuel your success? The choice is yours. You can either remain a victim of your circumstances, or you can transform them into your greatest victory. The choice to win is always yours. No one can take that from you. The moment you decide to rise, to fight for your future, and to reclaim what was taken from you, you step into the most powerful version of yourself. And that is where true success begins. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. And with each step, you prove to the world, and more importantly, to yourself, that nothing can hold you back. Not the betrayals, not the setbacks, and certainly not the doubts planted in your mind. In fact, these are the very things that fuel your fire. They push you harder, make you more focused, and sharpen your resolve. In the journey to success, there will be moments when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. But remember this: the greatest achievements were never accomplished in comfort. They were earned in adversity, through the toughest battles. The strength of a steel blade is found only through the hammering of fire and force. And just like that blade, you are forged in the flames of your struggles. It is in these moments of intense pressure and doubt that the greatest transformation occurs. It's easy to stay focused when everything is going well, when success feels inevitable. But true growth happens when the odds are stacked against you, when your path is clouded with uncertainty, when life cheats you, when the world tries to break you down. That is when you discover who you truly are. That is when your resilience is tested and your true character is revealed. Napoleon Hill once said, "What the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve." But let's take it a step further. What the heart can endure and the spirit can overcome. No obstacle will stand in its way. The strength to rise above your circumstances is within you. It's been there all along, waiting for the right moment to awaken. You just have to make the decision to fight for it, to demand that the universe aligns with your vision. The world is full of people who are quick to point out what you lack, your weaknesses, your shortcomings, your failures. But what they don't see is the fire inside you, the force that refuses to give up. They don't see the warrior who rises within you every time you fall, stronger and more determined than before. And here's the truth. That fire is the key. That relentless spirit, that unshakable belief in yourself is the key to turning every challenge into an opportunity. Think about the greatest achievers in history, the ones who defied the odds and changed the world. Edison, who failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Lincoln, who lost every political race but went on to become one of the greatest leaders the world has ever known. Ford, who was told the world didn't need cars but built a revolution in the automobile industry. These were not men of extraordinary luck. They were men who chose to rise every time they were knocked down. They were men who believed that failure was not the end, but a stepping stone to success. This is your moment to do the same, to rise above the whispers of doubt, to rise above the wounds of betrayal. Life is going to test you again and again in ways you can't predict. The question is not whether you will face challenges, but how you will respond to them. Will you let the hurt define you, or will you let the hurt fuel your transformation into something stronger, wiser, and more powerful than you ever thought possible? There is a saying that goes, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." It's not just a cliche, it's a truth that rings through the ages. Every time you've been knocked down, every time someone has cheated you or betrayed you, you've been given an opportunity to become something greater. You've been given the chance to redefine yourself, to prove to the world and to yourself that you are more than the sum of your failures. So, stop waiting for life to give you a break. Life won't give you a break. Life will give you challenges, obstacles, and tests. But with each test, you are becoming the person you need to be to succeed. Every failure, every betrayal is simply life's way of preparing you for greatness. Don't waste this time feeling sorry for yourself. Don't waste this moment wallowing in despair or anger. Those emotions are natural, yes, but they are not the end of your journey. They are merely the beginning of something far greater. They are the fire that will burn away the doubt and make room for the person you are becoming, the person who cannot be stopped, who will rise again no matter how many times they are knocked down. Now is the time to take your power back. You don't need anyone's approval to succeed. You don't need anyone's validation to be great. The power is already within you. It always has been. You have the ability to shape your destiny, to rewrite your story, to take control of your life in a way that no one else can. The world may cheat you, but you have the strength to win yourself over, and when you do, nothing will stand in your way. So rise up, take back what is yours, the power to achieve, to create, to build the life you want. It's all in your hands. This is your moment. You are not the sum of your past mistakes or the betrayals you suffered. You are the creator of your future, the master of your destiny. Every setback is an opportunity to show the world and yourself that nothing can defeat you. Believe in yourself. Believe in the power of your vision. And most importantly, believe that no matter how many times life cheats you, you will rise stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. The world is waiting for you to claim your place. Don't let it pass by. This is your time. Now win yourself over. The path you walk now is one that only a few have dared to tread. It's not the easy path, not the one filled with comfort or certainty. It's the road of resilience, the road where every step forward feels like a battle, But here's the truth, this path is the only one that leads to true freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from doubt, freedom from the opinions of others who said you weren't good enough, strong enough, or worthy enough to succeed. You've been cheated, yes. Life has dealt you blows that no one should ever have to face. But in every crack, every scar, there is a story of strength that others can only dream of. You are the embodiment of resilience. Every time you've been knocked down, you've learned something invaluable. Every moment of pain has taught you how to stand up taller, how to move forward with more purpose, more clarity. It hasn't broken you. It has made you unbreakable. Now, as you step forward, you'll find that the world around you begins to change. As you win yourself over, you'll begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll start to notice the people who believe in you, the ones who are drawn to your strength, your courage, and your unwavering belief that you are destined for greatness. You don't need to seek validation from the world anymore. The validation that matters most is the one you give yourself. The belief that no matter what happens, you will rise. That you will not be defined by the pain or the betrayal, but by your response to it. The real measure of your strength is not in how many times you fall, but in how many times you choose to rise. Look at the world around you. See the stories of those who have come before you, of people who have risen from the ashes of their own trials and transformed their pain into power. They didn't wait for the world to change. They became the change. They didn't wait for permission. They took action, even when it seemed impossible. They didn't let anyone's judgment or betrayal stop them. They built empires, created legacies, and changed the world because they believed in themselves when no one else did. And now, you stand at the crossroads. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. Don't look back. Don't dwell on the hurt, the failures, or the setbacks. You have learned everything you need to know from those moments. They are the lessons that will carry you forward, the fuel that will drive you toward your goals. The past is not a place to live in, it's a place to learn from. It's time to stop doubting your own abilities. You are capable of more than you think. You are worthy of every success, every dream, every victory. And the world is waiting for you to show it. No one can take your power unless you allow them to. You are the one who gets to decide how your story ends. You have the pen in your hand. So, what will you do now? Will you remain in the shadows of your pain, allowing the past to dictate your future? Or will you step into the light of your own power, claiming the life you deserve? The choice is yours. Right now, in this moment, you have the ability to choose a new beginning. You have the power to decide that you are not a victim of life's circumstances, but a victor of your own fate. The challenges you faced, they have been the training ground for the greatness that is about to unfold. Now is the time to rise, to become the person you were always meant to be, to stop looking at what was taken from you and start looking at what you can build. The world is full of people who have been cheated, who have faced betrayal, who have endured hardship, but not everyone will rise. Not everyone will choose to fight back, to transform their wounds into wisdom and their setbacks into stepping stones. But you are different. You are ready. You are capable. You are unstoppable. And the world has never seen anything like you. So rise up. Take control of your destiny. Claim the life you were always meant to live. You've got this, and you're just getting started. Every step forward is another victory. Every challenge is another opportunity to show the world and yourself that nothing, no one, and no betrayal will ever define you again. This is your moment. Own it. You are the master of your fate, the creator of your future, and no one, nothing can stop you now. Every single step you take now is a testament to the resilience you've built. You are no longer defined by the pain you've endured, the betrayal you've experienced, or the limitations others have placed upon you. You are defined by your actions, by your ability to rise above it all, and by your unyielding determination to create the life you deserve. The world will try to label you, try to tell you who you should be, try to make you feel small in the face of your dreams. But those labels are lies. The world's perception of you doesn't matter, not unless you choose to accept it. The only truth that matters is the one you create for yourself. You are not bound by the mistakes of your past. You are not constrained by the doubts others project onto you. You are free to decide right here, right now, that your future will be different, that your story will be different. Every time you stand tall after a fall, you become something greater. You become someone who is unstoppable. You become someone who moves with purpose. Someone who's not afraid to go after what they want, no matter what has happened before. And as you take that next step, the next leap, you'll find that the world begins to bend in your favor. The doors that once seemed closed will start to open. The opportunities that once seemed out of reach will start to present themselves. But it all starts with you. Your belief in yourself is the foundation upon which everything will be built. Don't let anyone or anything convince you that you're not worthy of your dreams. Don't let the whispers of doubt hold you back. The most successful people in history, Edison, Ford, Disney, and countless others, were told they couldn't do it. They were laughed at, doubted, and rejected. But they didn't listen to the world's judgment. They didn't let the opinions of others determine their fate. They believed in themselves with such unwavering conviction that the world had no choice but to follow their lead. You have that same power within you, the power to shape your own destiny, the power to become the person you were always meant to be, the power to win not just the battles others try to fight against you, but the ultimate battle, the battle within yourself. Every time you face a setback, every time you feel like you've been knocked down, remember this: there's strength in every wound, wisdom in every failure, and power in every lesson. Each scar is a mark of resilience, a reminder that you've survived, you've fought, and you've risen. And that is the story of the greatest successes. Don't wait for the world to give you permission to be great. Don't wait for someone else's validation. The only approval you need is your own. The only permission you need is the one you give yourself to be unstoppable. The world is full of people who wait for the right time, the right conditions, the right opportunity. But the true winners are the ones who create the right time, the right conditions, and the right opportunities. They take what is in front of them and turn it into something extraordinary. You have everything you need within you right now. The strength, the courage, the drive, the vision. It's all there, waiting for you to harness it. The only thing that stands between you and your success is the belief that you can have it. The belief that you are worthy. And that belief starts with a decision. The decision to win yourself over. The decision to believe in your ability to create the life you desire. No matter what obstacles stand in your way, you will encounter people who will doubt you. You will face moments where the path forward seems unclear. But it is in those moments, when everything feels uncertain, that your greatest growth happens. It is in those moments that you learn what you're truly made of. And each time you choose to rise again, you become more powerful, more unstoppable, more certain that nothing, no one can stand in your way. You've been cheated. Life has thrown you into the fire. But that fire didn't break you. It forged you. It built the strength, the character, the resilience that you now carry with you. And that strength will carry you farther than you ever imagined. The world hasn't seen your true power yet, but it will. It will see you rise. And when you rise with the full force of everything you've been through, everything you've learned, and everything you've become. So rise now. Rise from the ashes of your struggles. Stand tall, stand strong, and let the world see who you really are. Let them see the warrior you've become, the person who won't back down, the person who doesn't need anyone's permission to succeed, the person who is unstoppable. This is your moment, and this is only the beginning. You've already proven that no setback can define you, no betrayal can break you. Now, it's time to take what you've learned and make it your greatest strength. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, they're nothing now. The doubts that once whispered in your ear, They're silent. Your past no longer holds any weight over you. It is no longer your anchor, it is your launch pad. Look at how far you've come. Each scar, each wound, has been a step toward the person you are becoming. Every failure was just a lesson in disguise. Every disappointment a foundation for something greater. You are not who you were yesterday. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you've ever been. The path you've walked, with its trials and tribulations, has shaped you into a force that no one can reckon with. Now, it's time to step into your power fully. The time to wait, to hesitate, to second-guess yourself has passed. You know who you are. You know what you can do. And the world is waiting for you to step into that greatness. When you walk into a room, the energy shifts. When you speak, people listen not because of what you say, but because of who you are, your belief, your strength. Your undeniable presence speaks volumes. This is not the moment to play small. This is not the moment to hold back. You have a purpose, you have a mission, and it's time to go after it with everything you have. Every dream you've ever had, they're within your reach. Every goal you've set, they're achievable. Not because life is easy, but because you are no longer a prisoner to your circumstances. You are the master of your fate. The fire that once threatened to consume you is now the fuel that will carry you to unimaginable heights. You're not here to be ordinary. You're here to be extraordinary. Your success isn't just inevitable, it's already written. You are the author of your own story, and every page is filled with victories, triumphs, and the relentless pursuit of your goals. So go, create, build, dream. Let the world watch in awe as you rise higher than they ever thought possible. Every time you're knocked down, you'll rise again stronger, more powerful, more determined. Your light will shine brighter, not despite your struggles, but because of them. You've won yourself over. Now it's time for the world to see what happens when a person who's been cheated, betrayed, and knocked down stands up and claims their greatness. Your time is now. The world hasn't seen anything. Yet step into your power and let it be known. Nothing will ever stop you again.